Figures of speech make a huge portion of English language, making it more creative, more expensive, and more interesting. And do you know what is meant by figures of speech? Figures of speech is a word or phrase using figurative language that has other meaning than his normal definition. In other words, figures of speech rely on implied or suggestive meaning rather than dictionary definition. कोणतेही गद्य व काव्य श्रवणीय व रसपूर्ण करण्यासाठी वापरला जाणारा शब्द म्हणजेच अलंकार होय. अलंकार या शब्दाचा अर्थ तसा दागिना असाही होतो. जसे की दागिने परिधान केल्यानंतर एखाद्या नववधूचे सौंदर्य जसे उठून दिसते, खुलून दिसते, तसेच भाषेचेही. भाषेमध्ये विविध अलंकार वापरल्यानंतर ते अलंकार त्या भाषेला एक वेगळे असे वैभव प्राप्त करून देतात आणि हे अलंकार भाषा शिकत असताना अतिशय महत्त्वाचे आहेत. There are countless figures of speech in every language and they fall into hundreds of categories. Here we will discuss some of the common figures of speech in English language and especially which describe for standard 8 to 12. So let's start. Let's see which figures of speech are included in the school syllabus or from 8 to 12th standard. If you have observed 8th standard textbook, in language study there is given some figures of speech. For 9th standard in language study there are given 4 figures of speech. Okay, for 10th standard there are given totally 12 figures of speech, and for 11th standard there are given 15 figures of speech. If you have seen textbook of 12th standard carefully, there are also mentioned 15 figures of speech. So from 8th to 12th standard 15 figures of speech included in syllabus. Let's see list of figures of speech with particular standard. For 8th standard there are 6 figures of speech included in syllabus like simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, alliteration and onomatopoeia. For 9th standard 4 more figures of speech are included in last year's list, which are euphemism, pun, irony and antithesis. For 10th standard again there are included 2 more figures of speech, which are apostrophe and consonance. For 11th standard again 3 figures of speech are added there: synecdoche, metonymy and ambiguity. From 8th to 12th standard there are common 15 figures of speech included in the syllabus, and we will discuss on that 15 figures of speech. So let's learn figures of speech. Let's see figures of speech in details with their meaning in Marathi. Simile, it means upma. Metaphor, रूपक अलंकार. Third one is personification, चेतना गुणोक्ति. Next, hyperbole, अतिशयोक्ति. Alliteration, अनुप्रास अलंकार. Then onomatopoeia, ध्वनि अनुकरणात्मक शब्द. Next, euphemism, शिष्टोक्ति. पन, श्लेष अलंकार. irony, व्याज स्तुति. antithesis, विरोधाभास. apostrophe, परोक्ष संबोधन. consonance, स्वर संयोग. assonance, स्वर साम्य. synecdoche, उपलक्षण अलंकार. repetition, पुनरावृत्ति. metonymy, भाषिक अलंकार, ambiguity, sasandeha. So there are many figures of speech in English, but why should we learn figures of speech? Listen, the lack of understanding and using figures of speech creates many difficulties in learning. Use of figures of speech show a better understanding of the language. If you understand English very well, you will be able to fit in the world where English is the language of communication. Also, once if you understand these figures of speech till to end of your formal education and as well as rest of your life, it will help you. So it's time to learn figures of speech. In my next video, I'm going to give all detailed information about figures of speech, and for that, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Learn from Home, or follow me on YouTube as Satish Sapkar, and don't forget to watch my next video which is on figures of speech.